Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from Homemaker. We all want healthy plants in our garden, whether they are indoor plants or they are outdoor plants. And apart from providing all the necessary conditions that a plant needs to thrive, we also fertilize them on a regular basis. It could be organic fertilizer or an inorganic fertilizer. Now my question here is that, do we really need to fertilize our plants? Well, you'll be surprised to know that not really. Plants get all their nutrients from the soil. The roots of the plant or the plant itself does not have a mouth, it does not have a stomach to chew and absorb the food like us humans. The plant roots, they absorb the nutrients from the soil. And here many of us make a big mistake of thinking that we are fertilizing the plants. We are actually not fertilizing the plant, we are fertilizing the soil in which we have grown the plants, because plants are not going to take up all those things, the organic matter themselves. They are going to take up the nutrients after that organic matter breakdowns into the soil. So this idea makes it much easier for us to understand that if the soil is already nutrient rich, if it has got abundant nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur and all other micronutrients, then there is actually no need to fertilize your plant, because over-fertilizing is not only harmful for the plant, it can cause nutrient toxicity in the plant, root burn in the plant, but it can also pollute the rivers and lakes and water beds, because after these nutrients get leached out from the soil, it's going to end up in the rivers and lakes and end up polluting them and ruining the aquatic life. So I don't find any reason why to over-fertilize the soil when it's not useful either for the plant, not for the soil. Therefore, you only fertilize or you only supplement the soil with what is missing, what nutrient is missing in the soil. For example, if the soil is lacking potassium, then you fertilize your soil with a potassium-rich fertilizer. If the soil is lacking nitrogen, which happens quite often, you fertilize your plant with a nitrogen-rich fertilizer without overdoing the other nutrients. And the only way to find out which nutrient is missing is by doing a soil test to check about your soil profile. Now you do the soil test not with any soil testing kit that's available in the market, because they are not reliable. You get the soil tested from a professional soil testing laboratory. Some of the universities also do the soil testing thing. You can Google search any of the nearby laboratories in your area that can do the soil testing thing and get your soil tested, see what nutrients are in abundance, which nutrients are missing in your soil, and then you supplement your soil with those nutrients without over-fertilizing your soil. There is one more mistake that people usually make, is that they try to match their fertilizer with the plants that they've grown in their garden. For example, for flowering plants, they will take a phosphorus-rich fertilizer. For the ornamental plants, indoor plants, they will choose a fertilizer which is rich in nitrogen, because nitrogen helps in bringing out beautiful, big, lustrous foliage. But here I would like to tell you one more thing, that phosphorus is taken up in less amount as compared to nitrogen and potassium by the plant. And also, phosphorus being a heavy metal, it does not get leached out easily from the soil, and it stays in the soil for a longer period of time. And therefore, there is actually no need to fertilize with a phosphorus-rich fertilizer a lot. Probably once in spring season should be okay. And with nitrogen, I can understand that nitrogen is taken up by the plant the most, and also nitrogen gets easily evaporated in the soil, but also from the soil, but also it gets easily replenished into the soil when it rains. Rainwater contains a lot of nitrates, which is very much readily available for the plants to take up, and that's why after every rain you will see that your plants look more greener, more healthier, and they've grown even more big with big leaves. So rainwater is actually a nitrogen-rich fertilizer for your plants. And also, if your soil has got enough of organic matter, you don't need to fertilize with a nitrogen-rich fertilizer that often, because after that organic matter decomposes or breakdowns, it is going to release nitrates into the soil, which the plants can absorb. Now, if it's about a veggie patch, then yes, we might have to fertilize the veggie patch, because we take up the produce, we take up the fruits and the the vegetables, and then we end up fertilizing so that the plant can make more fruits and vegetables. But even for the veggie patch, if you have pre-prepped your soil a season before with all the organic matter like compost, manure or worm castings or chicken poop and all that sort of organic matter, if you've already added in the soil a season before you have planted your vegetables, then there is no need to fertilize that frequently. It will continue to give a wonderful produce for at least that season. Now, when you go to a plant store, you will see a whole aisle full of different types of fertilizers. There'll be a fertilizer for roses, for lilies, for orchids, fertilizers for succulents, fertilizer for indoor plants, fertilizer for outdoor plant, fertilizers for citrus, fertilizers for green leafy, fertilizer for tomato, fertilizer for every single plant on earth. And we generally get confused with which fertilizer to buy. There's so many fertilizers with lots of numbers on it. And if it's a beginner gardener, if you're a beginner gardener, you will get confused which one to buy, which is the right fertilizer for my plant. Now, I would like to tell you that please don't get fooled by all those fertilizers out there in the store. It's just a business or marketing strategy for those companies to sell the fertilizer. Those companies don't know your garden, they don't know about your soil, they don't know about the plants that you've grown. You know your soil better, you know your garden better. If your soil is healthy, your plants are doing well, your plants are flowering well, you're getting good produce of fruits and vegetables, you don't need to fertilize unnecessarily. It's like those daily supplements that humans take. If you go to a pharmacy store, you'll find a whole aisle of supplements out there, and it has become a lucrative business nowadays. You'll find a supplement on infants, supplements for elderly people, supplement for men, for women, iron supplement, calcium supplement, multivitamins. You will see supplements for good sleep, for reducing stress, reducing anxiety, supplement for good vision, supplement for fair skin, supplement for hair, nail, and all those sort of supplements. Now, do we take all of them? We only take what our body needs and what our body is lacking. Same with the soil. Also with our body, if we are taking good diet, if we are eating healthy food, we are taking a lot of water, we are taking fruits, we don't need all those supplements. Same with the soil. If your soil is healthy, it has got a lot of organic matter, if it has got a good and healthy microbiome, then your soil does not need a lot of fertilizer. There's a lot of similarity between humans and plants and soil and everything. So please do not over-fertilize or do not unnecessarily fertilize your soil. Check what is missing in your soil and only fertilize or supplement the soil with that nutrient without overdoing the others. And we need to start fertilizing the soil, not the plant. So friends, with this, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you really liked it, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next time with another exciting video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. See you next time. Bye-bye.